Welcome everyone. Through this video, I'll discuss today about a chapter of algebra, that is complex number. I have divided the chapter of complex number into 4 parts. Part 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4. Today I will discuss some basic but important problems of complex number. Before we start, we need some basic idea of complex number. So I think you know the basic idea of complex number. For example, this. So look, x square plus 1 equals to 0. So x square equals to minus 1. Here square of number is negative, but we know square of number is always positive. This is for real numbers. So square of real number is always positive, but here square of real number is negative. Therefore real number system cannot able to solve this type of problem. So to solve this type of problem, we need idea of complex number. So look, if we take I square equals to minus 1, then x square equals to I square. So x equals to plus minus I. Now look, if we put x equals to I, so x square equals to I square equals to minus 1. X equals to minus 1, then it also satisfies it. So if we take I square equals to minus 1, we can solve this type of problem. So here square of number is negative. So square of number, if square of number is negative, then that type of number is termed as complex number. The symbol I, so it is also called iota. Iota. So what is I? I equals to root over minus 1. So I square equals to minus 1, I to the power 4 plus 1. So I square equals to minus 1. I cube equals to I square into I. So minus I to the power 4 equals to 1. I to the power 4 equals to 1. Now I to the power 5 if you take, so I to the power 4 into I. So this is I. So look, any power of I can be expressed by 4 possible ways. What are the possible ways? 1, minus 1, I and minus I. So if it is multiple of 4, integer and multiple of 4, then value is 1. I to the power 4, I to the power 8, I to the power 12. If it is even number but not multiple of 4, then value is minus 1. And look, I to the power 5 equals to I to the power 5 equals to I. If it is odd, then it is I or minus I. So this is properties of I. Then one more useful result. Look, I plus I square, I plus I square plus I cube plus I to the power 4. So this is I, this is minus 1. This is I square into this. So this is minus 1 into I plus 1. So 0. So this is important result. So sum of 4 consecutive power of I is equal to 0. Is equal to 0. So look, we use this idea and solve some problem regarding I. So look, problem number 2, 3, 4 and 1 also. So look, problem number 3, it is already discussed. I to the power n plus 1. So sum of 4 consecutive values of I equals to 0. Now problem number 4, 1 I dot dot 100. So how many terms? 101 terms. So we can write it as 1 plus I square, I cube, I to the power 4. Then I to the power 100, I to the power 99, I to the power 98, I to the power 97. So How many this type of bracket? 25 brackets. So 4 into 25, 100 terms. So they are consecutive. So 1 plus 0 plus 0 plus all 0. So this is 1. So these are all 1 marks problem. So relating problems of I. Now problem number 3. Look, I. This one is summation symbol. So we can write it as I equals to 1 to 13, I to the power n 1 plus I. So 1 plus I is independent of n equals to 1 to n equals to 1 to 13. This is independent of n, so outside. So I to the power n. So 1 plus I, look, 1, I to the power 1, I square dot dot I to the power 13. So this is 1 plus I. So 12 plus I. So I to the power 12. I have already discussed it. This one 0. So we are getting only. So this is I square, I cube, I to the power 4. Similarly, taking such pair, only I to the power 13 is remaining. So this is 1 plus I to the power 13 is I. 12 is 1, so I plus I square. So I minus 1. So this is problem number 2. Now problem number 1. So complex number, you know, complex number, it is denoted by z, x plus iy, I equals to root over minus 1, xy belongs to R. So I think all of you know the basic concept of complex number. So z bar is conjugate, x minus this. So property of conjugate, you know, z into z bar. So x square minus I square y square, x square plus y square equals to mod z whole square. What is mod z? So try to recall. So mod z equals to root over x square plus y square. You know properties of modulus of number. So look, this one is 1. So our rule is denominator should be free from I. So 1 minus I into 1 plus I. And this is 1 plus I into 1 plus I whole square, whole to the power n. Now this is 1 plus I square plus 2I. This is 1 minus I square whole to the power n equals to 1. So I to the power n. So I square is minus 1 cancel, I to the power n equals to 1. So n equals to 4, 8, 12, 16. So minimum n, it is 4. So I to the power, we do not consider n equals to 0. So what is least n? Least value of n, least n is 4. So these are very, very simple problem but important too. So this result, look, if 1 plus I whole to the power 1000 plus minus I. So look, we remember this result. So whole square, 1 plus I whole square is 2I. So this is plus minus 2I whole to the power 100. 1, so this one is, 50 to the power 50. So for solving problem, if we get greater power of 1 plus I, we always take in this way. Now we discuss some problem taking from description table. So it is already given. So look, they are all like problem. 4, 6, 7. They are all same type using properties of conjugate of complex number. So I have already discussed the property. If mod z1 equals to 1, then we can write mod z1 square equals to 1. So z1 square is z1 into this. So this is our working tool for these three problems, 4, 6 and 7. So we consider problem number 4. So mod Z1 equals to 1, mod Z2 equals to 2, mod Z3 equals to 3, and 9 this equals to 12. You have to find Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3. So look, this one expression is 9 Z1 Z2 4 Z1 Z3 plus Z2 Z3, this modulus. So if we take Z1 Z2 Z3 common, so this is 9 by Z3 plus 4 by Z2 plus 1 by Z3. Now total mod. So now modulus of Z1 Z2. So you can write mod Z1 mod Z2 mod Z3, and this is mod. Now we multiply this by Z3 bar, and this is Z3 square. So look at this step. We are multiplying numerator by Z3 bar. So 9 Z3 bar. Z3 into Z3 bar equals to mod Z3 whole square. So using this property, so this is 4 Z2 bar by mod Z2 whole square, and this is Z3 bar by mod Z3. So this is Z1, actually Z1 square, and this one is Z1. So total mod. Now look, what is Z1? It is given mod Z1 is 1, this is 2, this is 3, and this is given to be 12. So this will be implies or. So look, so Z3 square equals to 9. So we get Z3 bar plus Z2 square is 4. This one Z1 square is 1. Now this equals to 12. Now we can write this as Z3 plus Z2 plus Z1 total bar equals to 2. So this comes from this property, Z1 plus Z2 bar equals to Z1 bar plus Z2 bar. All of you know it. Now this one. Now we know mod of Z bar. So this is again Z1 plus Z2 plus Z3 equals to 2. So what is the property? Mod of Z bar equals to mod of Z. So what is value of the expression? Value of the expression is 2. Now 4, 6 exactly same. 7 also exactly same. So I am giving some hints. You try to solve. So look. So this one, alpha and beta are two distinct complex numbers with beta equals to mod beta equals to 1, not beta, mod beta equals to 1. So find this. So mod beta equals to 1, that is beta into beta bar equals to 1. Now what is our expression? Look, we can solve it by easiest way. So look, 1 or 1, we can put beta into beta bar minus beta minus alpha bar into beta. So beta minus alpha unchanged. So beta common, beta bar minus alpha bar. So this one is beta minus alpha and beta minus alpha total bar. So we know mod of beta minus alpha. So conjugate of Z and Z have same modulus. So this is 1 by mod beta. So 1 by beta equals to 1. Look it again. So here we have to use this trick. What is the trick? 1 equals to this. Beta common, beta minus alpha. So by the earlier property, this is whole. So modulus of Z and Z bar are same. So they are cancelled out. We can use one more step. This is beta minus alpha mod, beta bar minus alpha mod into 1 by beta. So this one is 1. Now consider problem number 10 and 15. 15, it is given in description table. So look, 15, if 5Z2 by 11Z1 is purely imaginary, find the modulus of this quantity. And in problem number 15, it is given that argument of Z1 by Z2, argument of Z1 by Z2 equals to pi by 2 in problem number 15. So argument of Z1 by Z2. So argument is pi by 2. So you know argument of pi by 2 means it lies on imaginary axis. It lies on the number. Suppose this is I, 2I. So they are completely imaginary. So this one is argument. So argument of this pi by 2 in problem number 15, that is Z1 by Z2 is purely imaginary. So it is given in twisted form. And problem number 10, it is given directly that it is in purely imaginary form. So consider problem number 10. So write 5Z2 by 11Z1 equals to purely imaginary. Suppose it is Ki. So Z2 by Z1 equals to 11K by 5 into I. So K1I. K1I. So 11K, or you can write, leave it. So what is Z2? 11K by 5 into IZ1. 11K by 5 into IZ1. Now we consider this expression 2Z1 plus 3Z2 by 2Z1 minus 3Z2. So put the value of Z2, 2Z1 as it is. So 3, what is Z2? 11K by 5 into IZ1. And this is 2Z1 minus 3 into 11K by 5 into IZ1. So Z1, Z1 cancel. Z1, Z1 cancel. So what we are getting? 2 plus 33 by 5 into I. And this is 2 minus 33 by 5 into I. So look, if you take modulus, so they are conjugate, so modulus is 1. Modulus is 1. So listen again, this one is purely imaginary, so this equals to Ki. So express Z2 in terms of Z1, put the value and find modulus. Now see from description table. So problem number 23, 24, 23, 24, 27 and 19, they are of same type. So problem involving cube roots of unity. So cube roots of unity we know. Look, cube roots of unity, cube root of x, unity, cube root of 1, unity means 1 equals to x. All of you know it, try to recall only. So x minus 1, x square plus x plus 1 equals to 0. So 1 real root, this is 1. And from the second one we are getting this one. So minus 1 plus minus 1 minus 4 by 2a. So minus 1 plus minus root 3i by 2. So minus 1 plus root 3i by 2 and minus 1 minus root 3i by 2. So if we consider this as omega, second one is automatically omega square. Now properties, you know, two properties, 1 plus omega square equals to 0, and number 2, product of cube root of imaginary cube root 1. So these are basic problems. So look, so problem number 24. So directly it is problem involving omega. So 23 you look. Alpha beta are roots of the equation this. So that is alpha beta roots. That is alpha equals to omega, beta equals to omega square. So roots of this, that is their imaginary root. They are imaginary root. So this is our working tool. So what is alpha? Here alpha equals to omega and beta equals to omega square. Now if we put the value, so alpha to the power 2013, beta to the power 2013. So omega, this is omega square 2013. So 2013, this is 4026. We know omega cube. If power is multiple of 3, then this is 1. So 2013. So 3 multiple of 3. Six seven one. So look, it is multiple of 3. So this is 1, this also 1. This is multiple of 3. So this is 1. And this one also 4 to 6. This is multiple of 3. So answer is 2. If it is multiple of 3, then answer is 2. So look, this is answer is 2. So suppose if it is 2014 and if it is 2014, then answer will be, look, if it is 4, so this is 14, this is 2014, 4028. So this is omega, because 2013 up to this 2013 into omega. So this is omega and this one is omega square. So value is -1. Value is -1. So listen again. Z square plus Z plus 1 equals to 0. Z belongs, alpha beta roots of this. So alpha equals to omega, beta equals to omega square. If power is 2013, so this is, look, sum of number is 6. So it is divisible by 3. So this is 1 and second one also 1. Now if you change it, if it is 2014, then it is omega into omega, 2013 into omega, that is omega, and second one is omega square, then value is -1. If it is not multiple of 3, power is not multiple of 3, then we get omega, omega square and so on. Now look, problem number 19. So this is simple, but it is problem of JEE Main. Look, first one, it is Z square plus Z plus 1 equals to this. So what is Z? Z is equal to, we can write Z is equal to omega or omega square. Z is equal to omega or omega square. So we have already solved it. So if we put the value, this is omega and 1 by omega whole square. Omega square, 1 by omega square is whole square. This is omega cube, 1 by omega cube whole square. So omega 1 by omega, omega cube by omega, that is omega square. Omega square is unchanged, 1. So this is omega cube by omega square whole square. So 1 plus 1 by 1 whole square. So this is -1 whole square. This is -1 whole square. This is 2 square. So answer is 6. So these are very simple problems involving imaginary cube root of unity. So these are problem of West Bengal JEE and India also. Look, this one, this is problem of JEE Main. Very simple problem. So two properties, 1 plus omega square 0 and omega cube equals to 1. And now we consider other types of problem. So see the description table, 12, 16 and 26. So to solve this type of problem, we need idea of two theorems. Euler's theorem. Euler's theorem. So look, try to recall. You know it, e to the power I theta cos theta plus r sin theta. So this idea. De Moivre's theorem. Cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power n. These two angles are same and this is plus cos n theta I sin n theta. So this equals to cos n theta I sin n theta. And number 3, polar representation of complex number. Polar representation of complex number. Complex number. If it is pxy and this angle is theta, then z equals to x plus iy. So x is r cos theta. So r common, cos theta plus I sin theta. So r is modulus, theta is argument. So these are the working tools of solving this problem. So look, problem number 1. This is problem of JEE Main. Look this. So product of Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4 and so on. So look, what is Z1 first? R pi by 2, I sin pi by 2. So this is e to the power I into pi by 2 by Euler's theorem. Now what is Z2? Cos pi by 2 square I into sin pi by 2 square. So it is again e to the power I into pi by 2 square. Similarly, Z3 equals to e to the power I pi by 2 cube. Z4 e to the power I pi by 2 to the power 4. So these are representation of Z in terms of polar representation. So Z1, Z2, Z3, Z4 dot dot infinity. So look, e to the power I into pi by 2 common. So second one is by rule of indices. This is 1. This is pi by 2 common. So half. Then half square dot dot infinity. So this is formula of infinite GP series with common ratio half. So e to the power I into pi by 2, a by 1 minus r, 1 by 1 minus half. So e to the power I pi. So this is cos pi plus I sin pi. So this one is cos pi is minus 1, sin pi is 0. So what is value of the expression? Value of the expression is minus 1. So very simple problem. Now look, Z1, then use Euler's theorem. Z2, Z3, formula of GP series. Again use Euler's theorem. So problem number 16. X square minus 2x cos theta plus 1 equals to 0. So what is x? 2 cos theta plus minus root over 4 cos square theta minus 1. Minus 4 into 1 into 1, minus 4 by 2a. So 2 cos theta plus minus 4 common, cos square theta minus 1 by 2. So 2 cos theta plus 4 into minus sin square theta. So square, within square root negative sign. So this is imaginary number. So 2 cos theta plus 2 sin theta into I by 2. So what we are getting? Cos theta plus I sin theta. So this is value of x. Now we have to find value of this one. So expression is x to the power minus 2x to the power n plus 1. What is value of the expression? So look, this is e to the power I theta. So if we put this is e to the power 2 n I theta, 2 into x to the power n. X to the power n is e to the power I theta plus 1. E to the power I theta. So look, we are getting x equals to cos theta plus I sin theta. This equals to e to the power I theta. So now look, x to the power 2n minus 2x to the power n cos n theta plus 1. So correct form will be 2 cos n theta. So what is x? Cos theta plus I sin theta whole to the power 2n. 2 cos n theta, 2 cos n theta into x to the power n cos theta I sin theta whole to the power n plus 1. Now look, this is by de Moivre's theorem, cos 2n theta I sin 2n theta, and this is minus 2 cos n theta. So de Moivre's theorem, cos n theta I sin n theta plus 1. Now it reduces problem of trigonometry. So cos 2n theta I sin 2n theta minus 2 cos square n theta 2I sin n theta cos n theta plus 1. Now last step, this one cos 2n theta I sin 2n theta. This is 1 plus cos 2n theta. This is I into sin 2 theta 2 n theta plus 1. Now look, this one cancel, this one cancel, 1 cancel. So final result is 0. So this is using Euler's theorem and de Moivre's theorem. Now we consider problem number 26. So look, 3 by 2 plus I into root 3 by 2 whole to the power 50. So if we take root 3 common, so root 3 to the power 50. So this is root 3 by 2. This is I into half whole to the power 50. Now we want to express this complex number in terms of polar form. So this is 3 to the power 25. So look, cos pi by 6 I sin pi by 6 whole to the power 50. So 3 to the power 25. So de Moivre's theorem, cos 50 pi by 6 I sin 50 pi by 6. So now, so this is 3 to the power 25 cos 25 by 3 plus I sin 25 pi by 3. Now what is our right hand side? Right hand side is in terms of 3 to the power 25 we are getting, so the x and y. What is x and y? So x equals to cos 25 pi by 3. So what is y? Sin 25 pi by 3. So using trigonometry, so you can write it cos 25 8 pi plus pi by 3. 8 pi plus pi by 3. 24 this 8 pi. So this is 0, 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, 8 pi. This is in first quadrant. This is cos pi by 3. Cos pi by 3 is half. Similarly, you get sin pi by 3. This one also sin 8 pi plus pi by 3. So sin pi by 3. So this is root 3 by 2. So x and y, we are getting x and y. So you solve the rest of the problem given in the description table. If you enjoyed the video, please share and subscribe to my channel. This channel is absolutely free.